Hello and welcome to Driving with Todd, and I'm Todd. Burt Bacharach and Hal David are a super songwriting team. They wrote so many big hits in the 60s that were performed by artists here in the United States and the UK. They were like gold. Well, in 1963, they wrote a song called Anyone Who Had a Heart for Dionne Warwick. She recorded it in 1963 and released it in the United States and several other countries. It made it to number 8 on Billboard's Hot 100 singles chart. Soon after that, Petula Clark, a female vocalist from the UK, recorded it, but not in English, in various European languages and released it in different countries by their language. Well, there was a new female artist in the UK coming out of the Liverpool scene. She recorded a single that was written by two of her friends. The song was called Love of the Loved, and it was written by John Lennon and Paul McCartney. This song reached number 35 on the UK singles chart. It was produced by George Martin, recorded at Abbey Road Studios in London. George Martin was looking for a second single for Cilla Black to record and see if we can get this a little bit higher into the charts. So Burt Bacharach, knowing that George Martin was looking for a single, offered up Anyone Who Had a Heart, because that single by Dionne Warwick had not been released in the UK yet. George Martin liked the song, had Cilla record it, again at Abbey Road Studios in London. It was released and became a number 1 hit single for Cilla Black. So the second outing of a single by Cilla Black got to number 1. Now, Dionne Warwick's version was released in the UK about 2 weeks after the Cilla Black version was released, got to number 47 on the UK charts, and died after 2 weeks. The story goes is that Dionne Warwick has never forgiven Cilla Black for getting that number 1 hit in the UK, while Dionne Warwick's original version just fell off the charts. But that said, this is a great song. It's a great version. I love Cilla Black. I got into Cilla Black in the 1990s. I really didn't even know who she was until I started really investigating female vocalists from the UK in my 1990s, going back to the 60s. Did that make sense? I was in the 1990s and I was looking back at the 1960s and looking at female artists that came out of that time period. So that's what I meant. Anyways, she's dynamite. I love everything Cilla Black does. What a phenomenal artist, and she's just class. So this is going to be cool. We're going to listen to Cilla Black doing her version of Anyone Who Had a Heart. So here we go.
Anyone who ever loved could look at me and know that I love you. Anyone who ever dreamed could look at me and know I dream of you. Knowing I love you so. Anyone who had a heart would take me in his arms and love me too. Who couldn't be another heart that hurt me like you hurt me and be so untrue? What am I to do every time you go?
Okay, just stop it right here. Less than a minute into the song. I mean, this song is all about Cilla. I mean, she is just like singing her heart out. What I like about this song is she's just kind of singing in her natural voice in the first couple of verses, and then when she gets into the refrain portion of the song, boy, she just puts a lot of emphasis on that. Her voice just changes dramatically, and she's putting a lot of emphasis, a lot of emotion into that portion of the song, and you can almost feel it. As soon as she starts singing that refrain, it's like, ooh, does that sound great. Wow, that's really something. And I love the instrumentation. George Martin is just a great producer. He knows how to use instruments and where to place those instruments as well. I mean, The piano in here is really, really good. You know, he uses strings in this thing. I mean, he's really good at arranging strings onto songs. He's just a great producer. You know, and you got the drums just in the right spot. It's just a great version of the song. I can see why it went to number one in the UK. So let's keep on going on this. It's a great song.
What am I to do? Every time you go away, I always say, this time it's goodbye, dear. Loving you the way I do, I take you back. Without you I die, dear. Knowing I love you so. Anyone who had a heart would take me in his arms and love me too. Who couldn't be another heart that hurt me like you hurt me and be so untrue? What am I to do? Knowing I love you.
Okay, in that instrumental break. So the story also goes is that, again, Dionne Warwick was just very upset with Cilla Black covering a song that she did, getting it to number one in the UK, and her version not going anywhere in the UK. And she said that Cilla Black, all she did was copy her version, the Dionne Warwick version, just note for note for note. Well, that's not true. Dionne Warwick used some different words in the refrain, and Cilla Black actually used what Burt Bacharach and Hal David had actually written for the refrain. And then George Martin changed it up in the instrumental break here, where he used an oboe as the instrumental solo, where on the Dionne Warwick version, it's a saxophone. So it is a change up. It's a different version. Plus, Dionne Warwick and Cilla Black, their voices are so different from each other, especially in this refrain area. Dionne Warwick's, it's a great version because I love Dionne Warwick, but I think that Cilla Black kills it on the refrain with her voice, where she gets so emotional in that portion of the song, and her voice is almost like cracking a little bit. It's that emotional. I just love the refrain on this song. It's just so good. So let's go back and pick up that instrumental portion again, and keep on going on the song.
What am I to Knowing I love you so. Anyone who had a heart would take me in his arms and love me too. Who couldn't be another heart that hurt me like you hurt me and be so untrue? Anyone who had a heart would love me too. Anyone who had a heart would simply take me in his arms and always love me. Why won't you? Yeah. Anyone who had a heart would love me too. Yeah. Anyone who had a heart would simply take me in his arms and always love me.
Oh wow, oh wow! Just a great song, and the chorus in here too. The backing vocalists that they have on this just do a great job as well. Like I say, George Martin was just such a special producer. He did so much good work with so many different bands that came out of Liverpool scene and out of London scene as well. And he when he added his little touch to a song, that song always rose up the charts. He just was a brilliant producer, and it showed on this song what he could do for Cilla Black. You know, going from a number 35 hit as her first single to a number one on her second single is just amazing. Great song. I think that Cilla Black just kills this song. I just love her vocal style on it, and especially on that refrain, her voice is just incredible. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed a little story about the song "Anyone Who Had a Heart" between Cilla Black and Dionne Warwick. I thought that was kind of an interesting story. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, hit that like button. That'd be really cool. If you have any comments about Cilla Black, the song "Anyone Who Had a Heart," put it in the comments. That'd be so cool. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. Boy, I'd really, really, really appreciate it. And then go over here, ring that bell to get updates to my latest videos. So I hope this put a smile on your face. It did put a big smile on my face. And peace out, baby.